I think Rohit Sharma, the thing that holds him back.
One other quick, are we going Shami or Ishan Sharma?
Actually, number 6 is the keeper, and it's between Dhoni and Punt.
But then how can we leave out
Our highest wicket taker,
and
yeah.
second highest?
All of them are so recent, and it's not that the players from before weren't as good, but India as a nation, a cricketing nation, become more complete. Hello and welcome back to the Brown Playbook. Today, off the back of that epic India-England Test series, we're going to discuss our opinions on the all-time India Test 11.
I can't wait. I think we're going to have differing opinions.
Probably.
I think it'll be interesting.
Probably, yeah. But why don't you start us off, or any thoughts, and then just go straight into...
No, I think we just go straight
the top.
To it, man. So we'll do let's do our openers first. I think it should be Gavaskar.
Yeah.
And I'm either between Sehwag or Rohit Sharma, but I know you don't like Rohit.
Right, yeah.
What about
Sharma's trying to sneak another one in.
Is Gambhir not even in with a shout?
No, not in Test. Not in my opinion, not in Test cricket. I don't think he's got enough runs at a high enough average and enough runs around, India call it Senna countries. Okay. South Africa, England, New Zealand, Australia. Okay. So, yeah, like based on that, I mean, the thing with Gambhir, unfortunately, he's a much better player than he gets credit for, right? But the memes I always see is the commentary of Jeffrey Boycott.
Yeah.
Can't play in England, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And obviously his Test career is better than that obviously, but not all time. For me, it's Gavaskar and Sehwag, to be honest.
You know what? I would actually go with that. So let's lock that in. But I think Rohit Sharma I think he can be in middle order potentially.
No, okay, we'll get into that. But so I think Rohit Sharma, the thing that holds him back, when he came back to Test cricket, he took a massive time. You know, because he was like the golden boy coming up, and then he just got shunned for like 5 years from like most international cricket, to be honest. And like when he came back so strong. But in the test level, like...
No, we've got too many strong batsmen. No, I do agree. Now
and he's not got enough runs. He's just not played enough. For how good he is, he's not played enough. And that would be a disservice, in my opinion, to say. Like,
thinking of the batsman, I know who I'm going to put now.
Yeah, all right, go on. Who's your 3 and 4?
My 3.
3, 4, 5, let's say, because we'll have to like change it around.
My 3 is going to be Dravid.
Yeah.
My 4 is going to be Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
And my 5 is going to be Virat Kohli.
Yeah, we're pretty much in agreement there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Who else comes in? Pujara, not in really. VVS
5th
as
highest
number 5.
Test run scorer. That's
VVS
pretty.
in number 5.
I think
that's
there's
the thing.
Definitely a shout for him.
I guess it's either do you want Dravid at 3 or VVS at 5? Basically, and then Sachin and Kohli are shooing no matter what. But Sachin's got to be 4, no matter what, right? You could, I guess, argue you can put Virat 3 and VVS at 5, or you can do Dravid at 3 and then Kohli at 5.
So let's see. So Dravid's got 13k runs, and VVS has 8k. But obviously, Dravid play a lot more matches, way more matches, in fact.
But in Test cricket, that goes to your credit. Being able to average just as much for a longer period is actually the more impressive feat.
Okay, so now that we mentioned that, I thought
and the reason Dravid, I would have gone with Dravid, is I know Laxman's like incredible innings like stands out to all Indian fans' minds, like the 281 against Australia. And that kind of comeback, I guess, is something that Dravid's not known for. But
I think he's quite clutch though, VVS.
He did it more times than just that. Like, he was known for like lower order runs before that was like a thing, really. So yeah, he was incredible. But I do think Dravid, he's faced the most balls in Test cricket history.
Oh, that's a little nugget.
Right? He averages 50 in England. I don't know about the rest of the countries, but I know he averages 50 overall.
And you just got to respect someone that's hard to get out, right?
Literally. That's what the format's been about, right?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Okay, so agreed on our top 5, yeah? Gavaskar, Sehwag.
Yeah.
Then we're going... Who are we going through? Dravid, Tendulkar, Virat.
Yeah.
Nah, okay.
Just Sehwag number 1, I'd say.
6, okay, fine.
He takes the first ball, you put him on. Sonny definitely guaranteed made an over.
Guaranteed.
Do you know what I mean?
Made it,
You'll be seeing it beautifully. The movement will be great. The purists will love it, but it will, you want to put the oppo on the back foot.
Yeah, right? True. Yeah, fine.
But yeah, right. So the 6, 7, let's go for 6, 7. Or actually, we might have to just look at it overall, because
this
depending
is going to be hard. It's
get,
almost like I think bowlers is easier, and then we trickle to the middle. But let's go middle.
Oh, and the keeper. We haven't got a keeper.
No. We'll get to that.
Actually, number 6 is the keeper, and it's between Dhoni and Punt.
No, it's such a tough one. I actually think Pant.
Same. Really? I thought you were going to say Dhoni.
Bro, he's just something special, man. I genuinely do believe it. Like, he's just one of a kind. And from everything, from run scoring, from attacking to eye catching. Like, you just...
Yeah.
And he's sick with the gloves. So... proper reliable. I don't know. Maybe we've probably got a recency bias here. Even though we grew up with Dhoni.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I think I don't have a recency bias. I mean, I probably do, but I watched Dhoni enough growing up. Yeah. So I'd like to give myself the benefit of that doubt. But
he got us to #1 Test rankings.
As a captain, absolutely. But I'd give the captaincy to either Kohli or someone that's going to come later in our lineup.
Let's give that to the debate. Let's give that. Yeah.
But that also makes a difference. So if Dhoni's in as captain, there's a bigger argument. But as a pure keeper, in my opinion, Dhoni's a better keeper as well. But a keeper batsman, Rishabh Pant. His heroics in Australia, just even this latest England Test series, he was unbelievable. So. And I think he's got nearly as many hundreds as Dhoni did in his career.
Okay, so are we locking this in?
I'd lock in Pant at 6, yeah.
Oh, now 7's tough.
So now it's like the all-rounder territory.
So I've got a couple more.
So let's just go over the all-rounders that we've got in the pool.
So my first one that comes to mind, Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj Singh that low?
No. But then we've got, he can bat there. 7 the lowest.
Like, no, but then you're taking away a full-time spinner.
Yeah, I know, but Yuvraj can still spin it.
He's not a test level.
Ashwin Jadeja.
I'd go Ashwin Jadeja in the contention. Kapil Dev, obviously, he will be
but I was going to put him 8 anyway.
But
he was
we were talking 7, 8. So so he's another all-rounder. And so...
I go Ashwin, bro, real talk.
So no, here's the problem though, because if you have Ashwin in, then you're also taking the main spinner away, and our highest wicket taker is Anil Kumble.
I know.
And we've not got any pacers in yet. So how about we lock in Kapil Dev? He's going to go either 7 or 8, right?
I think 8.
Yeah, but we'll figure out depending on who else we pick.
Fine.
So Kapil Dev's in. So there's only 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's only 4 spaces left, and we've got 1 bowler in so far.
Yeah, no. Well,
so we got to think about how we'd have that, like... How we
well, we want 3 quicks, right? That's what I'm going for. So Kapil's 1, we need another 2.
Yeah.
So we just decide on them now, because then that will maybe cater to the all-rounders.
Actually, yeah. So our 11 is
Mine's
10, 11.
Mine's Jasprit. Best Indian fast
bowler.
So
my other 2 fast bowlers are Jasprit and Shami.
Okay, so we're agreeing with that. Shami.
Who's your other one? Who's your 3rd fast bowler?
I think I'd probably lean to Shami. I think a couple have a shout.
Zahir,
a little bit left arm variation, or Irfan, but
not long enough. I think.
I thought he was quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he played for quite a long time, but I don't know if I would put him in. Maybe a bit of left arm variation of Zahir, but I think maybe
left arm variation.
Yeah, God. Get the batsman off there. Get the batsman off their rhythm, mate. They're left, right.
You're acting like he's a little tweaker, mate. He was our premium fast bowler for a decade. Left arm variation.
I think you can't argue with Shami and Bumrah, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah, I think Shami's getting a bit of a bad rap recently. I don't know why. I feel he's so underrated, even particularly in Test. His wicket-taking record's mad. He gets more wickets.
Bro, we got to put Ishant Sharma in the shout, bro. 5th highest Test wicket taker. You can't just leave it up. I think
the
maybe
old school one, Srinath. I just don't think any of the other old school ones really get in. I know
Ishant Sharma's got above 300 wickets. Isn't Bumrah? No, Bumrah's not on that yet. He hasn't played enough.
No. It doesn't matter though. His average and his strike are crazy and like.
So we're gonna go Bumrah. Bumrah's locked in. Couple Dev's locked in. Okay, one other quick. Are we going Shami or Ishant Sharma?
I'd go Shami.
I'll go Shami.
I think I'll admit to recency bias on that one though, because I do remember watching Ishant Sharma, but he played in an India team that wasn't as successful, so his performances don't remain as they don't remain as outstanding. Although I remember his debut, man. I don't know if that comes to mind, but he was bowling against Ponting, and he was really putting him on the back foot, which was really impressive. And we thought he'd be like the next massive thing. He ended up having a very good career, don't get me wrong, but off the back of that, everyone had super high expectation. And I think Shami has the benefit of never having that ridiculous expectation. He just consistently delivered.
Yeah.
In an era where India were really good. So for that reason, I'd put Shami.
Okay, so that's helped now. We've got our 2
So
quicks.
we've got Bumrah, Shami, blank, Kapil Dev. So who are our 2 bowlers?
Wait, but what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean blank Kapil Dev?
Well, yeah. So 11 is Bumrah.
Oh, you've
10
gone
is
the
Shami.
other way.
Yeah. Because we went to the end,
I thought
right?
you were putting Kapil Dev at 11.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Come on, you will not catch me slacking like that.
Okay, cool. So
I think
we need our 8.
So it's a combination of spinners, I'd say. It has to be 2 spinners. We haven't got a spinner in, and India's known for spin. So it's got to be 2, and then obviously we'll have a 12th man who switches in if.
Okay, we can do a 12th man. So the next
yeah.
question I think is: are we putting Anil Kumble in? He has to, highest wicket taker, or are we not putting him in?
Oh, I'm gonna seem so recency bias here.
You're gonna say no.
I
know you're gonna go Jadeja.
I'm gonna go Ashwin and Jadeja.
I knew
you got the left arm, you got the right arm. You both of them can bat. I know Anil Kumble could bat as well. I think he got 1 Test century as well, to be fair. But he can't bat as well as Ashwin and Jadeja. Jadeja's a full-on batsman in his own right. I mean, that series just now.
Yeah, this series just now, he played so well.
He got, what,
how many, 3 or 4 50s?
Yeah, and 100. So, like, 450 runs or something crazy. And he's been doing that for time. Like, him as an all-rounder is like...
We didn't even give Harbhajan Singh a shout.
Oh my days, that's so poor.
We didn't even give him a shout now. We've given him a shout now. But in terms of spinners...
Just as an offie, Ashwin did take it to the next level.
Yeah.
I think Harbhajan's like, he got a hat-trick on his debut.
That's crazy.
that was the VVS game. I'm pretty sure. What a game that was, man. I wish I was old enough to remember that properly, but
yeah.
Me and my dad occasionally watch highlights of that movie, of that game. Just roll it back. Yeah,
it's so hard because when you make the argument like that, you've just got to be like, Jadeja's got to be in. But then how can we leave out
our highest wicket taker
and second highest? Ashwin's second highest.
No, Ashwin's in for me.
Yeah.
Jadeja and Ashwin's who I have.
Was leaving out. Yeah, Kumble.
I leave out Kumble. I mean, it's annoying because I support RCB because of Kumble. So I don't know if you know this story, actually. The reason I support RCB is because Gujarat didn't have a team.
Yeah.
And Anil Kumble, I remember in a final of one of the early IPLs, I think it might have been the first one. RCB are in the final. They lose, obviously.
They've won now.
They won now, but till last year, they obviously get to the final and lose. And then he got man of the match in a losing cause. And he became my favourite player when I was like 8 or 9 for that reason, even though he was already past like his Test career. So he's one of my favourite players. He's one of my biggest inspirations in cricket.
I'm stuck on this, bro. I'm stuck on this. I think he should be in. I would put.
Well, then you got to take out Jadeja because Ashwin spins it the opposite way to Kumble.
But then I can't leave him out. Like, this is recency bias again. But as you said, this very series, 450 runs. In the field as well. We haven't even mentioned that.
True.
We're just going bat and ball. We haven't even mentioned
Kumble was known as a bit of a statue, to be fair.
Yeah. Weren't half of them back in the day.
Well, literally. That's why they didn't got
Athletic and Kohli came,
bro, that's why, despite having like Tendulkar, Sehwag, Ganguly, flipping VVS,
we didn't even
Dravid.
mention Ganguly.
True,
Ganguly got no shout whatsoever.
Oh, mate, as a Test captain actually, would he be over... Did he open though in Test?
No.
Ganguly's usual position in Test batting lineup was in the middle order, often at 5 or 6. So he was like a switch around with VVS. But he had a good captaincy record, to be fair.
Fair.
Ganguly's captaincy record wasn't bad. But he doesn't get over our 3, 4, 5, which is why
no, because they're
deserves a shout.
They're legendary and they're all in the top.
For his captaincy as well, we can't make the video without giving him a shout.
Yeah.
I'm glad we mentioned him. But yeah, I guess the choice ends up being, is it Jadeja and Ashwin or is it Kumble and Ashwin? Kumble got 10 wickets in a single innings.
Yeah, what are we doing? It just sounds a bit silly to leave them.
But as a team, I'd back having Jadeja at number 7 ready to bat in. Yeah, I would back that. I'd like a team where Kapil's at 7, Jadeja's at 8, Ashwin's at 9, and then Shami and Bumrah, who recently learned how to hold a bat. So the whole problem with Indian Test cricket before was you get through the top order. It's hard to get through, but once you do, the rest just melt like butter.
Capitulate.
Yeah. But they're more resilient.
Bright, I'm finding it very hard to leave Kumble out, bro. I'll be real with you. You cannot disrespect a guy like that. All right, so
He wouldn't even get 12th man though, would he? Because you'd have to have a quick option in case you want 4 quicks and 1 spinner.
Then it's Ishant Sharma. I'm happy with that.
Zahir though, I'd have Zahir over Ishant.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the left.
Well.
I don't use the left arm back on me.
Of course, mate. You gotta have left and right. What do you call it? What do you call it? Left arm variable.
Left arm variation. Okay. Oh, bro, this is hard. But I don't know how you've gone.
Dear.
Okay, let's confirm. So we're going. Let's just confirm full. So we're going Sehwag, Gavaskar.
Yeah.
Then we're going Dravid, Tendulkar, Virat, Pant.
Yeah.
7 is we're gonna go
Dev.
Couple Dev.
Yeah. 7.
Then we're gonna go Jadeja. Yeah, we'll go Jadeja, Ashwin.
Good. Jadeja and Ashwin, you're going with that.
Yeah, I can't. I think we're gonna swap on that, but we'll do your final and my final.
Jadeja, Ashwin, Shami, Bumrah. That's
then
the
mine's
11.
Jadeja, Kumble, and then.
Are you sure? Are you sticking to that?
Yeah, I'm sticking to that.
Kumble.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. You're losing.
I can't. I know I'm losing Ashwin, but I have to.
Thing is,
keep
as
one
soon
of
as
the
couple
two.
devs out, right? No one's running between the wickets because Ashwin and Kumble are not. They're not nippy boys.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right, so then you're relying on them building innings from scratch, whereas Jadeja can play alongside
I'm obviously
the rest,
relying
so.
on my top order
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that
of
and
course,
Kumble for the ball. So okay, now 12th man, we'll go with Zahir.
I'm going Zahir.
Oh, I think we're gonna shout out Ishant because I think
100%. Underrated career, but I think Zahir did more carrying the team from fast bowling perspective when there were so many people in and out alongside him.
No, he was a
So
staple. A staple.
Exactly, and I think he gave some level of consistency in an era where India wasn't known for fast bowling. In fact, it was known for like lacking particularly in that area. And Zahir held it up, so I think for that reason he should be definitely 12 man. Isn't like, if you're on a deck that needs four pacers, you take out Ashwin or Jadeja, depending on who's in better form, maybe, and that'll be, mate, get us in the BCCI.
Come on, shout out.
What an all-time 11.
All right, now, after that was the first, that was the all-time 11. Now can we go through, let's just talk about where India are as a test cricket team now and how that compares to basically, the last 20 years.
Well, I mean, it links in so well with the best 11 because all of them are so recent, and it's not that the players from before weren't as good, but India as a nation, a cricketing nation, has become more complete. So you're talking about back in the day. Depending on how far you go, the opinion of Indian cricket around the world is they're really good at home after they got good in Test cricket overall.
Yeah, of course.
They're really good against spin, but outside of that, they capitulate. What were the reason for that? Because for some reason, they weren't able to produce great fast bowlers, and their batsmen struggled in foreign conditions. Right? Except for the very great ones. So Gavaskar was like the shining light in an era where they couldn't. Right?
Dravid.
Of course, but that's more modern where the batsmen more consistently did, right? Our whole batting line up there was second to none in that era. Even Australia, who were the best team in the world at the time, our batting lineup was definitely comparable. And overall records, if you look at each individual career record, they 1v1 direct comparison, the Indians would even come out on top. Doesn't mean they always played as well together as a team every time.
Of course.
But there's something in that within a couple of decades, you went from not being known for playing well abroad, which is half your stats in cricket, to having like 3 or 4 of the top 10 run scorers in Test cricket. So there was a definite turnaround in that. And that was the biggest start. But
back your recency point, last 2 tours in England have been drawn.
2-0 each. 2-0 twice in a row. Which
2-2. 2-0?
Sorry.
2-2
all twice in a row.
And then also Australia, what was that, 20...
So we've lost the most recent one, but the 2 before...
So 2018-19.
Yes. And 2021. Yeah.
Pants innings. That basically shows, to back your recency point, we've done decent in England. And we've obviously won in Australia, which we hadn't done in ever since that first one.
So that was our first ever Test series victory in Australia.
So that kind of backs our 11
Of course. And I guess the counter argument is, well, we beat England in the 70s. Kapil Dev beat England again in the 80s. So, and obviously Dravid played really well in England in early 2000s. So this team's not won in England. So how are we putting them as the best? But I think overall, you've gone to 2 World Test Championship finals. I know the tournament format now means that if you lose that one test match, you're looked at as worse than you are. Because now there's a really high stakes test match as a final, which wasn't really the case. That didn't really exist before.
For sure.
So I think people take away from the modern Indian team now because they've lost 2 of those in England now. So I get that. You know, you don't want to be losing the most important games, but that doesn't take away from their record. I mean,
but that was like even with one dayers and ICC tournaments until the last 2,
of course,
where we've won both, and now everyone's going, oh, it's a bit boring, India winning.
Exactly.
But there was a couple of others where we got to final against Pakistan, final against Australia, and we lost. So I would win 9 or 10 out of 10 group games, whatever it is, basically all the games until we got to the final, and then we would lose. So I think it's like if we win a World Test Championship final, then all of a sudden I feel that narrative would spin as well. I think you just need to get over the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's typical. That's just the way Indian fans work, particularly Indian fans. They're like, you know, it's all hate. Look at Dhoni's legacy now, but in the worst of times, they were like egg in his house. So that's just the mentality of the fans. It's super high expectation.
Volatile as well.
And when things don't go right, they let their day out on society for some reason. But from an objective view, Indian Test cricket, I don't think as a setup has ever been better. I mean, it's proof Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, stalwarts for the last 5 years in the team, obviously Kohli for longer. They get taken out for this most recent Test series. Everyone's thinking, oh, these lads are too young, Gill's inexperienced. 2-2 is a very good result for the context.
Of course. Well, Gill, there was all that chat about he hadn't done well outside of Asia, or that often. And then all of a sudden he scores 700 runs here, or above 700. You've got Chaswell scoring centuries. I know he was a bit up and down. He got a couple of low scores, but overall I think he did pretty well.
He did.
And then, obviously you've got a mix of experience in there with KL Rahul obviously opening and other stuff like that. So I think it was a good mix. But for that team who's like, as you said, like slightly inexperienced, come to England and also get a 2-2, it's pretty good result, I'd say. And actually, knowing that we watched it, there was a couple of games we threw away. I know England would say the same thing, but 2-2 was a fair result overall. But imagine if they had won that and got like a 3-1, that would have been crazy. A very, very good result. So
100%. Obviously now, you know, time is going to tell how Gill's captaincy is.
Of course.
But it's a good start, and I think the level of depth India have now, when a big player goes, there's never a worry of who's going to come in and are they going to be good enough. It's like we've got a bunch of people that are good enough. Which one do we get to pick? I think the only major weakness right now is our number 3 position, where we kept rotating between Sai Sudarshan. Obviously Pujara was like, you know, stable in that until a couple of years ago. I'm not quite sure what's happened, but you know, he's not out of the running. So I'm sure he'll have something to say and something to prove, to be fair, especially by the time the next Australia series comes up. Which
also, that reminds me, who did we captain in our all-time test? Then did we
Kohli
go through? Oh, Kohli,
I said
Kohli too. I'll say Kohli too.
There's so many. Dhoni. I mean, that's a hell of a dressing room, eh? Like,
I know.
Leaders all round, but
man, I think
got to be Kohli.
That's pretty much it. So where do you think, let's finish with this, where do you think the Test cricket will go in the next 5 years, and do you think we'll win a World Test Championship?
100%. I think taking away a big superstar sometimes makes it easier
like
for
a collective unit.
I think so. I mean, we've seen it in football recently.
Well, we even saw it
we've seen it in cricket so many times. But the team's not any worse without Kohli and Sharma. So I do think they'll win. You can never predict which one, but in the next 5 years, it'd be tough not to see India winning one trophy after being in the final a few times. But what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say exactly the same thing, is that when you don't have a star, and we're at that point right now where, as you say, there's a bit of inexperience, there's a bit of doubt, which means that everyone's hungry to prove themselves. Because no one's position is fully cemented. We can see how they can be, but rather than, Rohit's always going to get runs, Kohli's always going to get runs, like, it's actually, no, we all have to get runs because our value is so heavy in putting up a good score to then obviously defend. So yeah.
And I think that's one of the key reasons why they're so much better now, because, you know, the two things, three even. One was lack of all-rounders. Kapil there was amazing, but then you've only got a few all-rounders who've come through until recently.
Yeah.
So like Irfan Pathan, you know, came in. Who else? I mean, I can't really think of many others. But
no, you've got a couple. Yuvraj.
He's not a test all-rounder in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
definitely an ODI all-rounder.
Definitely, short format, 100% he's an all-rounder. Batting all-rounder, though, like, you know, he's never bowling out, is he?
Yeah, true.
But in my opinion, in Test cricket, a genuine all-rounder, you've only had Kapil Dev, Ashwin, and Jadeja.
Yeah.
And others who just haven't performed to a high level, like Irfan Pathan. No. But yeah, I was saying the main thing they've improved on is pace bowling. I just can't get that stat out of my head where they were in Australia for that first series that we won in Australia, and they did the pace charts of all 4 Indian seamers and all 4 Aussie seamers, and all 4 Indian seamers were quicker than all the Aussie seamers.
That's
and
crazy.
I was like, I genuinely never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, never thought you'd see the day.
Can you imagine that in a graph where like all the Aussies are on the second half, and obviously they were all bowling decent, like good pace anyway, upwards of 130, 135, but like the fact that we were all just 140 consistently throughout the series was mad. Our all-rounders in Jadeja and Ashwin basically, and obviously Hardik Pandya, who even like dabbled for a while. He, you know, as in terms of skills,
more of an ODI guy though. But
yes, but in the times he played, I mean, he did contribute with both. So he is an all-rounder. To me, he's like an Irfan Pathan that had the capability but never had that extensive career in Test cricket. And then what was the last thing? Just batting in the lower order. Again, the capitulation after the strong run scorers used to be crazy. My dad used to say that, you know, once that's done, like the game's as good as done.
Yeah.
And India in the field, and that's where Dhoni comes in, right? India in the field was shocking. So now the reputation's so different, and I just see all the standards getting better because the pipeline of talent is crazy, and the way they like funnel it through might be a little bit preferential at times, but it's delivering crazy results. So
of course,
can only see positive things for Indian cricket, especially in the Test for the future. And thankfully they care about it, so that's good. Man.
For sure, I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. Cool. Drop your all-time Test 11, India Test 11 in the comments below.
Yeah, and let us know if we've been stupid or whatever. See you in the next one.
In a bit. Subscribe. Bye.